Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... He's got a man. Complete. Play clock winding down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, it's McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he fires one, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Preston Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Time running out here on the play clock. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An update now from Oakland, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the play clock's running down. Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now come the Vikings. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And complete right side to Cook. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. Off play action. Keenum steps away to his left. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Preston Brown. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
This is Hunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Joe. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Play clock winding down. Taylor will throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's got room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offense...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Taylor. This for his running back, McCoy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play action, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This give is to McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. On the counter, here's McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. He's going to get the football. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Taylor to throw. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This will be taken short, and this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go with McCoy. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. It's complete to Diggs. He finds an opening past the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the big tight end shifting around. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go.
Taylor going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.